What's up, Will? Welcome back to Maybe Pancakes. Today we're going to be tackling a subject that has been simmering online for a while. Plastics and microwaves. Are they kitchen fiends or are they foodie friends? Alright, hold on to your spatulas because first we're getting into plastics. Now you might have heard rumors about plastics being the ultimate evil. But oh buddy, it's not that simple. So here's the deal. In Europe, we have these markings on anything plastic that you buy for the kitchen or toys for kids and stuff. And these symbols tell us customers what the plastics are made out of. So grab your closest food box and look at it. There should be a symbol like this. If the number in the triangle is either a 1 or a 5, you're good to go. You can even put it in the microwave and heat it up and eat to your heart's content. But if it's a 2 or a 4, you can keep food in it, but you shouldn't heat it up because it's not made for that. And from what I can tell, most countries use the same system with the same chasing arrows, as they're called. Except for I know that Canada has triangles instead of the arrows. But it's the same, they use the same numbers. But now, our homie Kjetil Svensson, who is the senior toxicologist and plastic expert at the Swedish National Food Agency, he tells us that we shouldn't put fatty foods and sugary foods in any food, any plastic food box. At least not if we're gonna heat it up. And this is because the fats and the sugars, when you run them through the microwave, they can easily get hotter than what the container is tested for. And even though the containers might be food safe, when you do that and it goes up to above a certain temperature, it stops being food safe. And speaking of containers, have you ever seen this glass and fork symbol? In the EU, it guarantees us that this box that has that on it is guaranteed food safe and won't mess with your flavors. And if the container boasts a microwave icon like this one, like any version of this or anything that looks kind of like it, it's usually like this little box with waves in it, or it even says microwave safe on it, then it's also microwavable. Speaking of microwaves, let's look at the microwave mystery. Are they safe to use or will they give you cancer? So we need to tackle this from a few different standpoints. The microwave and the radiation. So radiation comes in many forms. From gamma rays all the way up to friendly radio waves. And in between there you have visible light, which is in the middle of the spectra. You have Bluetooth, you have Wi-Fi, you have a lot of things. Even you produce electromagnetic radiation in form of infrared light, which is heat. That's also why thermal cameras work, because the thermal camera looks at the infrared spectrum, which sees heat. So if you ever touch anyone and they're warm, congratulations, that's radiation. But now let's talk about the good and the bad sides of radiation. Some radiation, like gamma rays, are super powerful and they are able to break down atoms. And that kind of radiation that can break down atoms and like mess with atoms really badly are called ionizing radiation. But the radiation inside a microwave, or the infrared radiation that you give off, or the Bluetooth, or your cell phone, or Wi-Fi, or 5G for that matter, that's non-ionizing radiation. Which means that the worst thing that can do is to make the atoms rub against each other and get a bit warm. So when it comes to cooking, microwaves are made for making the atoms dance and move around, more specifically water molecules. And when they rub against each other, they create friction that in turn create heat, and the heat cooks your food. But the energy inside of the microwave isn't powerful enough to turn your kitchen into like a sci-fi set or like a sci-fi movie. And an interesting part, the mesh on the door of your microwave, the little holes in there, they are small enough so that the microwaves can't escape. Because the wavelength of a microwave is about 12 centimeters or like 5 inches. So the mesh is super duper small so that the waves can't escape the microwave. So you can be standing with your face pressed up against the glass, and it won't hurt you whatsoever. It might hurt your nose, but it's not gonna hurt you because of the radiation. So what about microwaves and nutrients? There has been an age-old debate since the microwaves were since the microwaves were developed. There's been this debate if microwaves strip your food of nutrients. Microwave things are just as nutritious, if not even more so, than food cooked in traditional ways. When it comes to the nutrient showdown, it's all about heat. Microwaves, just like any other way you cook food, introduce heat to your food. And it's a fierce battle between preserving the nutrients and getting your food cooked. So long cooking times and high temperatures can lead to the nutrients breaking down, regardless of the cooking technique. And in fact, boiling your vegetables might even be worse than cooking them in the microwave for retaining the nutrients inside of the food, both because the longer it takes to cook on the high temperatures to make the food cooked, but also because the nutrients can easily just seep out into the water. And this can result in an even greater loss of nutrients than if you were to cook it in the microwave. I'm not saying that you should cook all your food in the microwave, I'm just saying that it's not dangerous. I'm also not saying that you need to put everything in plastic containers. I'm just saying that some of the containers aren't dangerous. But if it makes you feel better, IKEA has really good food containers made out of glass. So yeah, do with that as you wish. So as we wrap up our exploration of plastics and microwaves and radiation, it is clear that the microwaves are a valuable tool in the cooking arsenal, in your cooking arsenal. And you should be able to use it whenever you feel like you want to, even if it's reheating food or if it's cooking your broccoli. So if you like this video or this concept of a video, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Let me know what you think. And also let me know if you have any other questions or anything else that you want to know more about. If it's in cooking or if it's in any other aspect of of your life. And until next time, bye.